Okay, so I had an excess of seals again, so I decided to buy the new weapons. Because they were a little stronger than my old ones. I think a plus 10 damage, you know, out of 84, it's pretty substantial, I'd say. And, you know, I was literally just wasting tomestones, so that's a pretty cool looking set. Anyway, where was the main quest? Huh, I forgot. Was it in the woods? I'm gonna try the woods. But yeah, we are approaching the final quest chain. It's 4 quests. For Heavensward and the patches of Heavensward. So we're guaranteed to finish them tonight. And it's actually not there. Oh boy. Where, Where? hang on. I can check. I have to talk to Alice. Alice? At the Rising Stones, okay. I completely forgot. That's convenient though, we can finish the other quest, you know, since we killed the Sephiroth last time. We can also finish that and take the next one because, you know, there's 3 primals to kill in that place. If we have time, we're gonna do those as well. I feel like we're going to have plenty of extra time tonight. Okay, so in here. And there she is. Okay. Alright. Is volume good? It is. Let's go. Ascaret, I wish I had more to tell you, but the situation in the East Shroud remains largely unchanged. Meaning we still have no idea how long it will be before... A communication from the Alliance. One moment. Is something happening? Yes, of course. Our representatives will be present. My thanks. Word from Gridania. The council will shortly be reconvened. The Alliance leaders have already begun to assemble. Well, they wish to discuss the primal, of course. As of Yshtola's last report, the cocoon yet hung above the wall, unchanged. Yes, but the Elder Cid Seer doubtless shares our concern about how long it will remain so. I am told that Cid Garland has been called in to add to his expertise to the proceedings. Oh, okay. A wise decision. The more minds we have working on this, the better. Well then, I suggest we leave the Rising Stones in Tataro's capable hands and make haste for the Lotus Stand. Okay. Oh my god, I am actually leaving during a cutscene as well. Usually everybody else is, you know, leaves before me, without me, and then I have to catch up. It doesn't mean that the game is going to take me to the Lotus Stand, probably. Oh, I hear water. Oh. What's all this? Oh, this is the Rising Stones. Is that Gozetsu? Guys, remember Gozetsu? The big samurai from Stormblood? It is him, I think.
A word, if you would, good sir. This place, it is within the realm of Eorzea.
You're an odd-looking fellow, aren't you? Still, takes all sorts, I suppose. This here's Vesper Bay. Thanalan's door to the ocean, as some folk like to call it.
Am I to understand from your answer that I have indeed arrived in Eorzea?
Yes, my dude, chill. Holy crap.
Eh? Yes? You're in Eorzea?
Ah! A plain response at last, and the one I wanted at that.
Well, you kind of forced that.
My journey was not without its hardships, and I would sooner travel by land than put to sea again. You do not believe that so small a bark could bear me across the ocean? Such timid little sailors. I had but to set my course and set my jaw till I made port. Though, 'twould perhaps have been wise to lay down my oars a moment to sup on more than the spray of brine water. By the trembling of my limbs, I sense a brief repast may be in order. Nay, I will not hearken to the feeble grumblings of an empty belly. Duty comes before all.
Who's he talking to? He's dead.
Good God, man. Are you all right?
He's collapsed.
Thou art far indeed from home, friend.
Riange, you are a pretty elf. I would drop the hood if I were you. Because you can only see the sideburns and they kinda suck. But they work with the rest of the haircut, you know? Anyway. We're teleporting to Gridiania. We have far more important things to do at the moment. Like the Zetsu have his meal, recover his strengths, and now we'll talk to him, probably. I don't remember. I don't think it's part of the patches. I think it may be straight into the Stormblood thing already. Okay, so we're teleporting to the Conjurors Guild. And see what the leaders of the Alliance have to say. I hope Emmerich is going to be there. And Maria. And maybe Lucia too. It's only Emmerich. That's all I need, honestly. Hello. Sorry, I'm late.
Dear friends, pray accept my heartfelt thanks for your efforts in defense of Gridania's borders. I would fain dwell longer on my gratitude for the support of the Alliance, but the situation at Belsar's Wall demands that we forego such pleasantries.
Can I just say, by the way, that I love the elf that's from the Royal Guard? That lady right in the background? She's amazing.
According to our most recent intelligence, the cocoon of light that formed in the air above the wall remains undimmed and unbroken. After measuring the cocoon's etheric concentrations, Archon Y'shtola has confirmed the presence of a primal entity.
So we must assume that Ilbert's thrice-damned god is indeed trapped within. And what news of the Imperials? They're not like to ignore such a spectacle.
Sir, a Garlean airship was observed making an approach, but the vessel was destroyed when it drew near.
Oh.
The Empire appears to have made no subsequent attempts to reach the object.
Wait, how was it destroyed?
The soldiers who witnessed the incident spoke of a lance of light issuing from within the cocoon.
Oh shit.
Of an entire warship being reduced to smoking ruin in the space of a moment.
Yikes.
Veterans of Cartano, meanwhile, likened the destruction to that wrought by the fiery wrath of Bahamut.
We could face another calamity.
So the Primal is awake then? Contained, yes, but for how long? We must destroy it now, lest it break free.
Agreed. There is, however, the small matter of how to get close enough to a being that swats warships from the sky as you would a bothersome gnat.
Kill it from afar? Build like a huge etheric cannon that can shoot the thing? What the hell happened?
Is this truly so complex a puzzle? Or have you no stomach for the obvious solution?
Oh, there he is.
What in the hells are you doing here?
A pleasure to see you too, Garland. Now, if you'd be so kind as to explain to these good people why you should be begging me for my assistance, that would be most appreciated.
I mean, let him in. What is he gonna do? He's in the middle of the strong... You know.
Who is this man?
The strongest people in the world are here.
Oh, how terrifically rude of me. Nero Tolskeva, former tribunus of the 14th Legion of the Garlean Empire. These days, however, one might say that I'm something of a free agent.
I think they changed his voice actor since the first game.
What do you want, Nero?
I was getting to that. Although you already know what I'm about to propose, old friend.
Or maybe not, actually.
As you have rather belatedly realized, within that frail binding lurks an entity alike in strength to the great Bahamut, and the only force in existence which might conceivably contend with such a foe is the very creation which captured the Elder Primal in the first place. I speak, of course, of Omega.
Omega? That hulk has been gathering dust beneath the plains of Cartanal since the Allagans breathed their last. And none alive knows how to wake it.
I'm sorry. Do you understand who it is with whom you have the privilege of speaking? I'm Nero Tolskeva, Master Engineer, the mechanical genius who restored the Ultima weapon to full operational capacity. And as luck would have it, I'm graciously offering you the use of my considerable expertise.
Yeah, right. For free?
And what, you just expect us to accept? You're a fool if you think your deeds at the Crystal Tower are enough to win my trust, Nero.
I think they changed the dialogue. I don't remember this being part of it.
Trust? You wound me, Garland. All those years, studying side by side at the academy, sharing both trial and triumph, we were countrymen once, you and I.
Or maybe I'll tell you what. Maybe they did say this But when I originally played it, the Crystal Tower was not a mandatory quest for the main story. Nowadays, it actually is. You have to go through the raid, or you won't be able to progress in the main story quests.
But sentiment aside, have you a better solution? Or do you mean to send in your vaunted hero there, as you always do, and pray the world is not engulfed in flame?
Yeah, I don't like that plan. I mean, it worked so far, but the one time it's not gonna work, I'm dead, you know?
Let us approach the problem in a rational manner. Does not the fact that Omega slumbers in stasis point to the existence of some overriding technology? A means of control?
I would ask a question, if I may. Nero, was it not? In the event that we succeeded in using Omega to shackle the Primal in the manner you propose, what then would become of it? Do we not risk repeating the mistakes of the Allagans?
Omega is but a tool. How we choose to employ that tool is entirely up to us. Of course, if you would rather leave it buried beneath Cartano while you continue your petty squabbles above, then I suppose that is also your choice.
Spare us, Nero. The Seedseer's concern is a valid one. He who controls Omega wields the power of the gods, the very power which led the Allagans to destroy themselves.
And does it not fall to we engineers to prevent such misuse? What was your company's proud slogan? Freedom through technology?
A creed you follow, is it? What say you? Do we take this villain at his word?
Why are you asking me? I'm not the one making a decision. No. But I'll keep an eye on him, you know, just in case. First wrong move he does, I will dance him to his grave.
As will I. I don't like it, but then it doesn't look like we have much choice. Would the Council be willing to entrust this matter to a pair of former Imperials?
I mean, we trust Sid.
Yes. The task of restoring the Allagan relic will be yours. But the responsibility for its reawakening must remain with the Council. Do we condone this course of action?
Aye. 'Twould seem we do. Let the record show that we invest this contingent with the authority to enter Cartano and take command of Omega. Sid, I appoint you leader of the expedition. Scions, I would ask that you assign some few of your number to escort Master Garland and supervise the other one.
Very closely, if I may say so. Can we have Kryl on the case? And Y'shtola, maybe?
We should be happy to oblige. The politics of Cartano being what they are, I dare say our neutrality will prove useful in avoiding any unnecessary entanglements.
If I am not mistaken, Doma occupies a similarly neutral position. Might we not persuade you to join the expedition, Lady Yugiri? If you suspected any foul play from Nero, you would be welcome to kill him.
Damn. Very...
My blade is yours.
Very direct. Yugiri is a scary woman.
Not a moment's hesitation, eh? You'll forgive me if I do not shake your hand.
That freaking grin. You know, I kind of like that guy though. Yes, he's evil, but it's one of those lovable rascals, you know? Well, that was rather an unexpected development, and one which raises a number of questions. Not least among them how Nero chanced to learn of the council meeting in the first place. Yeah, maybe we have spies. Wouldn't be the first time. What's that, a gift? The hell is that? Sid and the others are assembling at the airship landing. Alice is already on her way, and it would not do to lag too far behind. Let us be off. So are we going to Carter now? I don't think I've ever been there. I know it's a PvP map or something like that. I'm not sure. It's been ages since I've done PvP. I don't think I've done PvP on this character yet. I used to do a little bit of it on my old one. PvP in this game is not great. That's not why you play Final Fantasy XIV. I mean, you can. It's not completely terrible. There is a very small, dedicated community. But you know, it's just... it is what it is. They equalize the power of everybody, give you standard set of gear, you don't really improve in any way. I don't know, it's a little weird. Askred Alphinode, ready to go? The others have stepped out onto the landing for a moment, lest you wonder. Nero insisted that he be allowed to inspect the Excelsiors before boarding. You let him? Despite his very timely offer of assistance, the thought of that man poking about in the workings of the ship without proper supervision does not fill me with confidence. Calm yourself, Alfino. Your sister was adamant that it would never leave her sight. She and Yugiri are, well, here they are now. Right, I think that's everyone. Shall I set course for Carter now? Might I ask that we delay our departure slightly? I require no more than a few hours at most. Our colleagues are studying the cocoon even as we speak, and I would hear their latest observation ere we proceed. It seems wise to gain as clear an understanding of the situation as possible before formulating our plan. Oh? I thought time was against us. How foolish of me. Shut up. Hold your tongue. When we want your opinion, we'll ask for it. Damn, Alice, eh? Oh, forgive me, my lady. I shall keep my counsel until such time as you have finished procrastinating. Alright. While Alfino speaks with his colleagues, I shall fly the Excelsiors over to Mordona, and we can reconvene at the Rising Stones. Mine apologies for the trouble. I shall visit Yestola and the others forthwith, and join you as soon as I'm able. Asked, pray accompany Alice back to the Rising Stones. I should feel safer knowing you are present to entertain our guest. Oh yeah, don't worry. I'll take care of him. Right. Everyone heading to Mordona is welcome to travel aboard the Excelsior. I'll clear things with the girl at the counter here. Let her know when you're ready to leave. I'm ready. This guy. I remember some really cool cutscenes though coming up. I don't know how long it takes because, you know, usually end of expansion cutscenes are pretty big, but it cannot have been longer than, you know, the old one, the one before Heavensward. That was like 2.5 hours of cutscenes, I believe. Not even joking. Are we in Cartano? No, we're in Mordona. Not quite a door-to-door service, but I couldn't exactly land her in the Toll's main square. It's fine. We're right next to the lake. Should we journey to the Rising Stones then? Yeah, sure. I have my way to quickly get into the city. I like it when you dismount. Your mount runs straight ahead and it looks like it's running in the door. Like it's going ahead, you know, before you. Oh, Nero? Do you like our base? There's a lot of wine, apparently.
So these are the fabled headquarters of the Scions. I confess I would have expected an order of self-proclaimed warrior scholars to surround themselves with the fruits of man's enlightenment. And yet there's not so much as a single piece of magitech in sight. It never ceases to amaze me how primitive you Eorzeans truly are.
I'll have you know that the Rising Stones is home to the very latest in magitech innovation.
Is it really though? What are the latest in magic tech innovations? I don't know.
Wedge calls it the Mark XIV Thermocoil Boil Master, and it's the finest kettle I've ever had the pleasure to own.
Okay, it's a kettle. The Thermocoil Boil Master 3000, I guess. Alright, Tataru. Why are we allowing Tataru in our meetings? She's the accountant.
We are returned. Well, Ida and I, at least. Ishtola and the others remain behind to continue their assessment of the binding magic.
There didn't seem much point staying just for that, so I decided to come back with Alphino. Papalimo bought us this time. We shouldn't waste it.
By your leave!
Oh my god.
Good God, that voice could fell a gigas.
Yeah.
This is the Rising Stones, domicile of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. I enter at the invitation of one Lord Urianger.
Oh, oui.
I spy you there, Shadow Walker. You always were a hard one to find.
Yugiri, do you know this man?
Gosetsu, why are you come to Eorzea?
In search of you, Yugiri. For days and nights did I row across the angry sea. I made port in good spirits, only for my own flesh to betray me over the trifling matter of an empty belly. Collapsed in the street like an unfed stray I was, until Lord Urianger came to my aid. Over a most welcome meal, we spoke of the plight of Doma, and I learned of our displaced countrymen's work to resettle this blighted land. 'Twas blind fortune that I was able to locate you so swiftly, but now we must make ready to depart. Our master languishes in dire peril, and Doma calls her daughter home.
It is not so simple, Gosetsu. There are obligations which bind me here.
You refuse? Did you mislay your oath during your flight from our homeland? The laws of hospitality must be honored, but surely the vow to defend your master demands the greater obeisance.
It was our master who bid me guide our people to safe haven by any means necessary. And it was the Scions you see before you who provided us succor and sanctuary when all others refused. Dire peril or no, were I to return without first repaying such hospitality, our master would cut me down at the threshold.
Mayhap that is so.
There is more. A crisis threatens all within this realm, Eorzean and Doman alike, and I go to play my part in its resolution. I will not bring shame upon our liege by abandoning my people or my duty.
Fair enough.
How very noble of you. Now, in the name of honor, kinship, and, yes, practicality, might I suggest we get this expedition underway? Or would you rather debate the finer points of duty and leave Omega to the Empire?
The Empire? You, Giddy? You draw steel against the curse of Garlemald? Then why did you not say so? My blade is oath-bound to fall upon the ranks of the Imperials wheresoever they march. Lead on, Shadow Walker, and may the enemy tremble at our coming.
God, he's loud, isn't he? Okay, stop doing that. That's just awkward. It's cringe, my man. Asgard, wait. Could I speak to you for a moment? Yeah? Anything? Do you remember when I had you meet me at the Diamond Forge and we ambushed you? Oh, how could I forget that? I felt violated. Well, once we had your measurements, I set to work making you a traveling outfit in my spare time. I've only just in this moment finished the stitching, but I wanted you to have it before you left. Here. Alright. You can try it on right now if you like. No. No, I wouldn't like that. I'm changing my outfit. Oh, damn. Oh, damn. That's actually pretty good. Assuming we measured correctly, the fit should be just right. Snug, but not too snug, if you know what I mean. So, how does it feel? Actually, it feels pretty good. You're not just saying that, are you? Oh, I can tell you how much this means to me. To have crafted something worthy of the Warrior of Light is... It's, well, let's just say it makes all the practice worthwhile. I also sewed in a blood pearl charm to, you know, bring you home. May it always protect you. Where is it? A blood pearl charm? Oh my god, look at this. A full set of gear. I mean, I guess I have to use it now. Hang on. How do I do it? Hang on. It's cast a glamour. With this. There you go. Okay. And now... I mean, honestly, it doesn't even look that bad like this. You know, without the rest of the set. There's a really shit light in here, but... This isn't half bad, as it is. The white gloves fit. What's the rest of the outfit like? Try on. I mean, that barely changes anything. Like, the super high boots are pretty sweet. And, try on. So this would be the difference. I mean, I guess the white boots kind of sell the outfit a little better. What if I, wait. So those are my pants. With the golden thing. I guess the gold is kind of out of place. It would be like this. Eh. I think I like the boots, the high boots better. Gotta say like this. Just with a jacket, you know. Oh wait, we also have a monocle, don't we? What does that look like? Oh my. Do we dare with the monocle as well? I mean, what kind of question is that? Of course we dare with the monocle. Oh my god. Oh my god. Alright. Now we're talking. Ida? God, I look so... Okay, the monocle was a bit too much, maybe. So we have to wake Omega up, right? When do we start? Ida, are you sure that's... I'm sure, yes. I won't lie and say I'm completely fine, but I'll feel a lot better if I'm doing something useful. Very well, I will remain here and continue coordinating our efforts with the Alliance. Alphino, mayhap you could return to Gridania and assist Y'shtola and Kryl? A fine suggestion. The rest of us will form the Cartano Expedition Party. Nero and I will focus on rousing Omega, while Askret, Ida, and our Doman friends take care of security. Oh, even that guy is coming? The Excelsior is by the lake, just outside. We'll leave as soon as everyone is ready. Sure. Oh my god, I'm actually leading the way. Never happened before. Finally, the Warrior of Light is not left behind, alone. Like the last of the scrubs. I jest, obviously, this game does a pretty good job at making you feel important. I mean, compared to every other MMORPG I've played, we are miles off the likes of Warcraft, for example, where they keep calling you hero and then they don't really act like you are one of the heroes, you know? To the point where sometimes they just, I don't know, give some of your achievements to other people. I think for the Lich King one, like by lore, you were kinda there, but you did not really defeat the Lich King, and I was like, what? We haven't far to go. With any luck, we'll be in Cartano before Gozetsu graces the deck with his dinner. That's always the weird thing with MMOs. You're the hero, but also are 20 of people lining up behind you, right? In this one, they justify it by saying you are the Warrior of Light. The others in your team are just the adventurers that are coming with you, you know, from the Adventurer Guild. Which, you know, lame excuse, but at least they try to address it. Once there, however, we had best be on our guard. Given that Elin Royale was still active when Omega was discovered, we can be sure that the Empire has long been aware of its existence. I think if Nero deemed it the obvious solution to the threat posed by this new primal, it is not impossible that Garlemald might do the same. Have your weapons ready and your wits about you. Something tells me we're flying into a fight. I mean, considering they just threw me into an instance, thing, that's probably the case. Okay, I need to take the monocle off, that's just too much. I immediately regret my decision.
Now, where was that? Ah.
I've enabled the teleporter. One brief jump and we shall arrive in Omega's control room.
How convenient. You've been here before.
Of course. It was no easy task threading a path through all the skirmishes. But how could I ignore the existence of such a fascinating toy? You may trust that my preliminary examination was suitably thorough.
Trust? Aye. I trust your appetite for technology.
I trust he probably installed some sort of failsafe to control it or something, I don't know.
I chased down a suspect airship, and who should I find but the traitor, Sid Garland.
Was this guy Green a what? Is that a name? That's another fake name. I think people from the Garlemald Empire, they just use these fake names. Like Hydrus von whatever the other guy, Regulus von Hydrus. And now we have Green what? Oh my god, look at that guy. What the fuck is that?
Searching for something, engineer? Something big? It's close, isn't it?
Oh my god, look at him. What the fuck is on his face?
It's like all my name days have come at once.
Of all the scouts the Empire could have sent. Take care of that brute, will you?
God damn it. Can't let Nero tinker around in there by himself. I'm sorry to leave you to it, but I dare say you'll manage without me. This clod has no idea who he's dealing with.
I mean, I would send Yugiri down there too. We don't need this many people. What the hell? What is happening?
I am Gosetsu, Samurai of Doma. You will rue your choice of opponent this day.
What does he have on his face? Does he have like a band-aid on his face? Okay. We're doing this, huh? Well, I'm gonna dance my way through this, as I always do. Now that I look like I'm a dancer from a Gangnam Style video, I think I'm good for this.
No holding back!
Leave this to me.
'Tis my right to strike!
Ow!
It's all over now.
This guy is an idiot, isn't he?
No retreat.
Am I?
No surrender.
Oh shit, I'm actually
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
they're scaling my level back. Oh my god, there's so many. What the fuck just happened? They decided to cheat, huh? Okay, where are the healers?
This one'll sting.
Oh my god, I can nearly one-shot them with one attack.
An opening.
Is he killing his own?
With soul and steel!
I think he
You
is.
watching, Pabalimo?
Your defense is lacking.
He just killed his own people. Okay, this guy... I'm just gonna focus him then. Screw the rest. I win. That was quick. Surrender. We have you outnumbered. Do you really though? I feel like the numbers don't mean anything really. Wouldn't be the first time. What's up? Oh my god, that monocle. Are you still playing with those soldiers? I suppose I can lend you one of my toys, but only if you promise to give it back. Oh? Is he the dancer too? She's a monk, I believe. Behold, the Red Baron. Now end this nonsense. Oh my god, I grinned. What the? No one told me they'd have Magitech armor. Forward! For the Empire! That makes sense, this is a newish class? It's the one from the newest expansion, yeah. I guess we're gonna start seeing dancer characters in Shadowbringer, maybe? I don't know. Or maybe somebody's gonna change. I know that Thancred changes class into a Gunbringer, or whatever they call it. Gunbreaker. Becomes a tank with a gunblade. I believe I saw, like, I don't know if it was a trailer or something, and he was holding one of those, so I think that's what's gonna happen, but I'm not sure. What the? No one told me to have Magitech. Oh, okay. Already read that. Did he just run away? But yeah, the new classes from Stormblood were the Red Mage and the Samurai. That's why Alice was pretty much becoming a Red Mage. And, you know, we have a lot of Samurais in here. The Honorless Cur thinks to abandon his men. I shall see that he shares their fate. Pray attend to the rest of his minions. You bet your ass I will. I mean, can I drop off the Baron? I think I do more damage without the Baron.
It's all over now.
I can't dismount. I do more damage without the Baron.
I have you!
This one'll sting. Leave this to me.
Yeah, I feel like I really
With
do.
soul and steel!
What the hell is that? A Colossus?
No holding back. No retreat. No surrender.
Look at they die.
Look upon a samurai of Dhamma!
My AoE is insane.
You watching, Pabalimo?
I'm not even dancing right now.
Your defense is lacking.
Okay. I think I got hit.
It's my right to strike!
Maybe not. Okay, what the fuck is going on here? I'm jumping on my Magitech armor.
It's all over
All
now.
right.
An opening.
I have you!
Not sure this is better.
This one'll sting. Leave this to me.
With soul and steel!
It's dead. Are we done? Oh, I finished. Oh, okay. Ran out of ammo. Right, they all left. This guy is... Now that's just embarrassing, saying it. Are we still fighting this guy? Damn it all to the 7 hell. I'll kill you bastards. Yeah, right.
No holding back.
What an idiot.
No retreat. No surrender.
Look upon a samurai of Doma!
Okay. It's got some game still.
You watching, Papalymo?
It's using like a mortar cannon. And I'm just dancing.
Your defense is lacking.
I can't wait to be level 70 and get my
'Tis my right to strike!
my 4-step dance move.
It's all over now.
You haven't seen the last of me. Mark my words. It will be you who rule this day. Yeah, right. He's running away. Coward. Yeah, but I do remember him in Stormblood. Don't you remember him? I think he was the second in command of that evil lady that was like a villain for most of the Stormblood main story. You remember the evil lady with a gun maybe or something? She had like, I don't know, she was smoking a pipe, if I remember correctly. What's going over here?
Temporal stasis disengaged. All systems operational. Garland?
All clear on this side. It's waking up.
Remarkable. Omega sensors immediately detected the presence of the cocoon, even at this distance. They must have been set to scan for sources of energy exceeding certain magnitudes.
I still don't see any means to control the machine directly. It seems to have been designed to act wholly autonomously.
That's not good.
Once we release Omega, we can be fairly certain it will attempt to capture the Primal at Belsar's Wall. Assuming its mission is successful, our only option at that point will be to re-engage its stasis system and put it back to sleep.
And should the machine happen to misbehave, we'll simply initiate an emergency shutdown. I confess we don't yet have a complete grasp of its capabilities, but I'm certain the details will not elude us for long.
Alright, alright.
Well, I understood less than half of that. So, my question to you is, are we doing the right thing?
I think we're doing the only thing. What do you think? Is there any other way?
I suppose not.
Don't worry, one of my nods will make everything better. Ida, you okay?
All right. Step aside, Sid. Is this the thing I need to press?
Okay,
Yes, that's the one.
maybe let them do it? You know? Are you taking responsibility for this then?
You gave too much for us to waste this chance, Papalymo. So this is for you. And me.
Yes! Fly free, my pretty! Show us what you can do.
Okay, you are way too excited about this.
The launch sequence has begun. Omega is loose.
Holy shit. Oh, it flies. It's like a tiny beetle. Jesus. Oh my god. Ow. That was a hit. Oof. This is very animated, it really is, yes. Like the beam versus beam, who pushes harder? It's like a classic anime thing, isn't it? Still, you know, the cutscene was pretty cool. And it seems like they both got hit. And we lost both of them. Great.
Huh? Omega has stopped transmitting. But that shouldn't be. I didn't engage the stasis system.
And what does this signify? I have little understanding of these contrivances.
The launch went exactly to plan, but all signals emanating from Omega have ceased. This may indicate any number of things, but we will need to join the Scions out in the field if we are to ascertain which one.
Can we have a call from Yoshtola and Kryl?
Right. I've ordered a malfunctioning beast to go to sleep. That should prevent any unfortunate mishaps. I suggest we make our way back to Gridania.
Oh? The hell just happened?
Omega destroyed the cocoon. Papalimo's spell is fading. It was bound to his ether, you see. And if the connection is broken...
Then what? He's really dead, isn't he? He's not coming back, I mean. But yeah, as we know from Stormblood, both Omega and the dragon, which is Shinryu, they are still both alive. I don't remember about Omega much, because that was in the patches that we didn't really play. but Shinryu was the final boss of the main storyline of Stormblood, so we fight him in the future. I think it was the final boss. Yeah. I'm not sure why we lost contact with Omega, but I mean to find out. Let's be on our way. I think at the end of Stormblood, like last time we played it, you fight the Emperor, the guy with a huge, like, rotating... It's almost like a revolver of katanas. Like, it's got this huge machine that rotates different swords. And then after him, you fight the big dragon atop that balcony. You remember that? Yeah? And then you go up in the weird, like, garden atop of a palace. And then we fight the big dragon. And I think that was the final cutscene where we liberated Alamigo or something, you know. The shotgun thing. Yeah, it's the big guy with the big black armor, you know, the long hair. He's the main villain, I believe. I think he's still around, I'm not sure. One moment everything was functioning perfectly and the next it wasn't. It makes no sense. We need to see what happened for ourselves, and soon. Alright, I think this is the final quest. It is. Words can ill express how glad I am to see you all unharmed. When Omega came hurtling towards the cocoon, everything dissolved into chaos. I have to see it. I have to see it with my own eyes. Ida, wait, we must first... the Elder Sitsi is expecting us. Worry not, Alfino. Cosetta and I will watch over her. You may safely attend your meeting. My thanks, Yugiri. The council reconvened a short while ago. Let us make haste for the Lotus. All are eager to hear your testimony. Yeah, fair enough. I'm eager to take my monocle off, honestly. I'm pushing it, you know. There it is. Better. Much, much better. Alright, so this is going to connect the story. From what I streamed, I guess that was like 2 years ago now. The Elder City awaits you. Okay, yeah. With all that happened in Heavensward. Which is nice, you know. I always felt a little weird for missing Heavensward, at least on stream. But now I managed to do it anyway. My friends, full eagerly have we awaited your return. Few indeed could have discharged the duty entrusted to you, and most humbly do we thank you for seeing it done. You're too kind, Elder Sitsir, as I recall. You're as good as demanded the right to try, but tell me, how did the battle unfold? We succeeded in waking Omega, aye, but we lost contact with the weapon shortly after it launched. From our position in the control room, we're blind to all that followed. What words could do justice to such a scene? Anime would. None of my choosing, that much is certain, but I can give you the facts. The cocoon hatched even as Omega arrived, and from its mist rose a great dragon. The pair duly set about each other in the skies over Girobania. The Primal's might defied belief. It seemed the very heavens would be rent asunder by the force of its blows, and it wielded such magics as I have never seen, and I hope never to see again. The battle raged on with no end in sight, until both combatants were engulfed in a blinding flash of light. When the radiance faded, I saw the pair fall motionless from the sky, coming to rest somewhere on Alamigan soil. I will not speak for the rest, but to my eye it seemed that each had landed a fatal blow upon the other. While most among us could think only of Bahamut when looking up in the Primal's form, the Dolmens were heard whisper the name Shinryu. It would appear that being resembles a creature of Far Eastern legend, and we have found it convenient to refer it as such. This Shinryu's fate, and indeed that of Omega, is yet unknown. We have, alas, no eyes on the Girabanian side of the border. Aye, which is why we have sent up our main force under the command of Marshal Tarupin to capture the wall. With the Imperials in disarray, we have the perfect opportunity to secure Gridania's border and assess the aftermath of the impact. I, myself, will join the Marshal and his men when the council is adjourned. Well, that explains a few things. I'll watch that flash of light coincided with our loss of contact. Lest you wonder, we quickly re-engaged Omega's stasis system, so even if it has fallen into the Empire's lap, it will be of use to them, save perhaps as a statue. Correct. Without me to guide their efforts, it would take them decades to decipher Omega's core functions, if they managed it at all. Which is why we're gonna capture you now and, take you to prison forever. Such reassurances do much to calm our fears, yet the relic's fate is but one of several concerns. Indeed, I humbly submit that the time has come for us to make contact with the Resistance representative in Girabania. Though Ilbert has forced our hand, it would seem only logical to seek an alliance, given the inevitability of Imperial retaliation. And by working in concert, it is not impossible that Alamiga might finally be wrested from Garlemald's grasp. Well, Ida's gonna be happy. Finally, You must be exhausted. I would only suggest that we retire directly to the stones, but I wonder if we might first make a small detour. Ishtar and the others have gathered excuse me. Have gathered at Amalisek's spire, and I imagine that you, too, will be interested to see what has become of the wall now the cocoon is gone. Yeah, sure. It's decided then. Lead on. And we are ready for the final cutscene, I believe. Or the final two cutscenes. If you remember Stormblood, Ida was not called Ida anymore. She didn't have her mask on, and I tried at the time to explain what happened, but I think it's better if we see it again. Also because I barely remember the reasoning behind why she did all that. Was that so, Yugiri?
My friends, I cannot well express how glad I am to see you both unharmed. They say that Omega's clash with the Primal shook the very firmament.
You need not have worried. The battle took place far above the ground. We were able to observe in relative safety, though I'm given to understand that there were casualties on the far side of the wall.
Damn.
It was like watching a nightmare unfold before our very eyes.
Oh,
Ilbert's primal manifested in the form of a colossal dragon, a being of pure violence. It burst forth from the cocoon with such terrible force.
That such a horror should spring from the eyes of Nidhogg comes as no surprise. Nor do I wonder at its form. Ilberd all but announced it in the moments prior to his death. Plainly, it was his dying wish to visit a second calamity upon the Empire.
And I am quite certain the abomination would have obliged had it not found itself outmatched by Omega. Gods! I am no stranger to the works of Alag, but even I was unprepared for the machine's furiosity. It beckoned belief.
And how fares poor Ida in the midst of all this? Have you spoken with her?
She's up on the platform, lost in thought. We deemed it best not to disturb her, but mayhaps she would welcome some company after all. Shall we?
The light's gone. It was all we had left of him.
Ida.
I don't blame anyone. I knew what was going to happen. I knew the spell Papalimo meant to cast would drain away his life force. I knew that it would only buy us a little time.
Ida, there is no need to explain.
But there is. I can't hide in Papalimo's little shadow anymore, and I shouldn't hide behind my sister's mask. 20 years ago, on the day the Empire marched into Alamigo, I was still just a child, not even 5 summers old. My father had been one of the leaders of the revolution. He had fought to overthrow the Mad King, Theodoric. And my sister had fought alongside him. But she was strong and kind, and always knew what to do. But when the Garleans came, everything changed. My father went to war against them too. And I never saw him again. After that, I remember a lot of running. My sister dragged me for malms and malms until we came to the city of Charlian. That was where she met Master Louis Soir. He introduced her to the Circle of Knowing, and she eventually became an Archon.
She was your inspiration. Is that not why you took up her mask and her name? Or did you simply mean to continue what she had started?
You've known all along, haven't you? That I wasn't Ida.
Of course. We all recognized you at once. 'Twas Papalimo who persuaded us to maintain the charade.
It was silly to think I could fool you. I knew that even then, but I sort of decided not to know. Ida died 6 years ago, on a mission to smuggle refugees out of Alamigo. They say she was overwhelmed by Imperial soldiers when she stayed behind to save a little girl. She was so strong. There must have been a lot of them.
Why did you never tell me? I mean, she had her own reasons, I'm not gonna say that.
I'm sorry for lying to you. My real name is Lise. When Papalimo brought me Ida's mask, it was meant as a keepsake, but I decided I wanted to be his new partner, to keep alive all the good that she had done. I didn't want to become Ida, exactly. At the time, though, I still didn't know who I was myself, and it almost seemed easier to play the role. Papalimo agreed to help, of course, but it was never what he wanted for me. He wanted me to walk my own path, and those were his final words to me. The Archon's mark he gave me is faded, and my last excuse along with it. So this is it. Whatever I choose to do from now on, I do as Lys. And I choose to continue my family's fight. I want Alamigo to be the country that Ida and my father always wanted it to be.
War is upon us once more.
Do you regret standing against the Empire? Would you have chosen a different road, knowing what you know now?
To claim that I never doubted the decision would be a lie. But I made my choice, and I have defended it with blade in hand ever since.
The battle continues, and our steel is needed. Come, Shadow Walker, we leave for the east, for Doma.
It was brave of Liz to remove her mask after so long. Though she has scarce begun to come to terms with Papalimu's loss, the one act made plain her determination to move forward. And should she ever falter, we shall be there to support her on this road she has resolved to walk. Let us return to the Rising Stones. We have quite a story to tell Tataru and my sister. Yeah, goodness me. So much has happened. Oh! We get the credits rolling, guys. That's it. That's Heavensward. Patches included. All done. Alright. Skip the hang on. Can I 2 change scrolling speed. I think it's over. I think that was it. Alright, skip. We still have things to do, you know? Let's officially finish the quest, though. You may have mentioned, but Alfino has appraised me of all that came to pass in Gridania. Your only task now is to rest. This is the calm before the storm. Liz has chosen her path, and as a friend, we must do what we can to support that choice. We're fated to join the conflict in any case, once the Alliance has taken the wall and opened the way to Girabania. We will have a little choice but to fight. Which is not to say the cause is unworthy. After all, ignoring the plight of those whom one might conceivably save is not wisdom, but indolence, correct? I, for one, look forward to joining hands with the Alamigans, and you striking a blow against the tyranny of the Empire. As I rather suspect. Do you? Do you? Yeah. Done! Alright! Ah, see, I knew there was another cutscene. Quick march. The Imperials will soon come to their senses, and we must be ready to face their retribution. It is almost time, father. Aye, almost. Stand firm, Pippin. I'll learn to brace myself against the charge of the ball of Alamigo. No foe will dislodge me. Such power in such a tiny body, you know? Very well, Ilbert. I will take our homeland back. For the both of us. I mean, in a way, Ilbert, with his all, you know, with his evil doings, he got what he wanted. He forced the hand of the Alliance into getting Alamigo back. This is the guy I was talking about. What's his name again? My Lord Viceroy, our scouts have confirmed the preliminary reports. Versa's wall has fallen to the Orsian Alliance. The hunt for Omega and the unknown icon continues. Though both yet elude us, my lord, the battle caused considerable damage across the region. Should we perchance divert some of our forces from the search to undertake necessary reconstruction work? Is he sleeping under the mask? My lord? Forgive me, my lord. I did not intend. Your will be done. I think he's just sleeping. Didn't listen to a single word. Unknown? My spies tell me the Domans call it Shinryu, and that it proved a match for Omega. Yes, the coming days promise to be most interesting. Most interesting. He's just muttering in his sleep. At the far edge of fate, the road begins anew. The hero looks to eastern skies, and behold, the crimson hue. A dawn of liberation, a gathering storm of blood. And we are officially completely done. So we have a lot of time still. So let me quickly do one thing here. Which is unlock the next icon from the Warring Triad. Or light, how did it feel to strike down so great a foe? You must tell me more of the experience once our meeting with a colleague is concluded. Yeah, sure. It's kind of a shame they never voice act all these side storylines. But I guess, you know, voice acting is quite expensive. Through thine also passing skill at arms, do we now take our first step in riddling the star of the Warring Triads? Yes. The two icons which remains are thought equal in might to Sephiroth and may yet exceed him. Ere thou proceed, I would counsel thee to marshal thy strength. Yeah, I'm fine. I see the Guardians afford us the luxury of time. They grasp for the means to dominate the primals, blind to the technology potential of the Calamity. I must have taught me that the entity known as Sephiroth was this world's first sacred tree, elevated to godhood by the belief of its worshipper. There is no power more fearsome That dad born of unconditional faith and unbending ideal. Huh. The world first tree. I mean, it makes sense, right? Isn't the Sephiroth in like Hebrew religion like a tree of something? With the spheres inside. I think I was looking into it for some reason, I don't remember why. Displaying your master found you a willing student? Tell me, was it he who taught you of Allagan Technology's potential for calamity, or those your own words? It was but a figure of speech, nothing more. When last we met, I thought I caught a glimpse of the boy behind the mask, but it would seem your defenses are firmly back in place. You must persist with this infuriating veil of secrecy? I, for one, would very much like to know who this master of yours is, among other things. Nope. As long as our purposes align, what matters my affiliation? It matters a great deal. I did not ask out of idle curiosity. If we are to fight as comrades, we need to be able to trust each other. On which note I should apologize for my earlier trickery. It was merely an attempt to get the heart of an enigmatic companion. Truth be told, I was rather glad you reacted as you did. No person of your age has any business being calm and aloof all the time, much as you might wish to be. Anyway, we had best be off. Do send word if there are any further developments. Bye. I wonder if Kryla has like cat ears. Is she like a mixed race, like a Lalafell with a Mikote? A companion now, am I? I mean, she's got the hood on with the ears, but like, there's no reason for those ears, other than, you know, cosmetic. But we've seen mixed races before. We've seen Hilda. She's like human and elf. We have two of them, huh? Oh, this is probably the second one. I am troubled, warrior of light. The 6th Legion will not soon surrender its pursuit of Allagan technology. While it's true that the 6th suffer heavy losses in attempting to breach Azizla defenses, the Legion is still very much a force to be reckoned with. Left to his own device, it will not be long before Legatus moves to... Excuse the interruption, but a call to this link pearl can only come from one of your fellow Scions. Archon Y'shtola, what's the news? You're quite certain they have broken through? Yes, of course, we shall leave immediately. It would seem the thing I feared most has come to pass. The Guardians have succeeded in dispelling the barrier. We must intercept and destroy them. Alright. I'm gonna join you in Azizla. Very quickly. What about the other mission, though? Is this like the extreme version of that guy? The expedition to banish Sephiroth. I came across a certain relic, and I believe it would be put to best use in your hands. Oh, really now? What's that? It is an elegant device of the kind used to store informations. In this case, the record of furious conflict that took place on the shores of Mera Cydia between the Icon Sephiroth and the forces of Allag. Should you present the tombstone to verification node outside the trial control? Okay, so yeah. It's the same thing in extreme difficulty, I believe. Let's go to Azizla. We can unlock them both, probably, the new one and the old one. And by, yeah, I mean, that's a bad way to put it. But, you know, the one we already defeated and the one we still have to defeat. So... okay, the green one is... probably... yes, it's the extreme version, so we'll do that first. Then we'll take up the other quest, we queue up, and then we go to the Sky Pirate mission, so we instantly get in and fight the next boss. you know, we'll be able to finish all of it if we do that by the end of tonight. All I have to do is just keep going back to the Sky Pirates and try to finish the quest. Blip bloop bloop, activating. Alright, and that is going to unlock Sephiroth Extreme, right? Yeah, okay. We don't need to do that. One day, maybe. Alright, what we need to do is this one. I see we are the first to arrive. No matter, your colleagues should be here and on. When you still lasted for Azizla when it became apparent that the Legatus was attempting to breach the barrier. We must hope they never do so. Blah 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 blah. Hi guys. Well met, thank you for answering my summons. Alright, nearby aware facility houses some of Alag's most advanced technology. We need to stop the Empire, of course. I wove the ward in accordance with the most closely guarded teachings of Archmages of Sharlayan. Not was left to chance, not. It's well known that the children of Garlemald have no talent for arcane manipulation. But they should succeed in unraveling such a complex skein of magecraft, and with such surpassing swiftness, is passing strange. That is, Urianger. There's a mystery for another day. Archon Y'shtola has the right of it. For all else, we must move to safeguard the knowledge which enables the Elegans to harness primal energies. Of particular concern is the Genesis expression, an etherochemical formula that allowed the scholars of yore to create a substance from nothingness. I know of no such formula. Whence came you by this information? From your enigmatic master, perchance? He did furnish me with that morsel, yes. And knowing exactly which prize the Legatus now seeks enables us to predict his position. Do you not see? We have been gifted the perfect opportunity to remove the head of an entire legion. I didn't think you quite so bloodthirsty, Unukalai. Surely safeguarding secrets should take precedence over slaying Legatuses. One cries sentiment reflects my own, yet the two objectives need not be mutually exclusive. What say you, Urianger? Urianger? Hello? Ah, forgive me. My thoughts were bound up in idle imaginings. In answer to thy question, my lady, I am content to be led by thee in this matter. Wow, he didn't even listen a single word, huh? I literally said, yes, my lady, let's do whatever you said. Would be a terrible husband. You dwell on the matter of the barrier. I do. Verily, 'twas a warding spell of labyrinthine intricacy, the brainchild of the head of the student of Baldesium himself. Even the most learned Archon would require some several moons to disentangle such an enchantment. To do so in mere bells would require some preternatural power akin to the very echo itself. It was the kid, wasn't it? He did it. So he could lead the Legion into it so we could kill him. So, what do I do? Oh, we're doing like an instance. Huh. That's new. I thought we would go straight into the next boss. Am I in a dungeon with these people? Who's tanking? Yo. Oh god. God, guys, we're doing a dungeon with no tank. Am I going the right way? The Guardians strike for the heart of the facility, and the Legatus spearheads their charge. Must be swift in our pursuit. Yes. The Legatus himself is here. He's fighting against automated defenses, maybe? Okay, that's like a boss fight. I shall contend with this. Onwards, my friend. Okay. Okay, so Urianger is taking care of that. Guess I dance or I lose my buff. God, we lost our deeps.
In the name of the Emperor!
Oh god. Is that Hydrus, the guy with a fake name? Another one of them, huh? God damn it, Unukulai, didn't they tell you to not stand in the freaking fire? Seriously, man. Have you ever been in a dungeon before? Jeez. I don't want to be toxic here, but good god. Get good, you know? What did go? I was on guard over Miss Kryl. Wait, what is Kryl doing again? Oh, she got grabbed by the hand? Alright. Okay then. Easy. It's me and Yashtola. We should be fine. Yashtola's a good healer, you know. And I am doing an absolute stupid amount of DPS. Let's hurry along, shall we? After the Legatus. What's happening? Oh god, okay, we need to run. And still they come. Go now, I'll stay behind. Classic. Persona Ascaret, I will handle this. Of course. You know, last time this happened, you teleported into the live stream, you lost your eyesight, and we lost you for like months after we found you naked in a tree or something. Just saying. Am I actually killing this guy, finally? I have exposed the bones of their work. Now, to extract the marrow. Oh, dude. Gross. Tell me your real name. Now that we're face to face, drop the act. What's your real name? It cannot be regular Von Hydrus. Even in the moment of my triumph, you persist in your misguided crusade. So be it. I shall present my prize to the Emperor alongside your head. Okay. I swear to God, if he runs away after this fight again, I'll be mad.
Savages. Savages.
Oh shit! I forgot he's doing that. It does it, doesn't it? Yeah. I can just okay, maybe I'll move here. That will be fine, finally.
Can you withstand this?
Yeah. You kinda missed, so...
Can you withstand this?
Yeah, I can. Easily, actually. My weapon inhibitors exist for a reason. I would not lose. Oh my god, what the fuck? Die. I killed it. Can we...
Enough!
Ow! Asshole. It's not dead. It's gonna get away again, huh? Kill him. Ascaret. Kill him. Arrest him or something, I don't know. The tumult is unbreached, then. Seems so. Cryel. My wounds will not slow my blade should you seek to bar my path. Are you kidding me? I can take you out whenever I want. You will slay me, no doubt. But it will be your final act. Menacingly walking towards him. Seriously? We're arresting this guy, right? We're just... What madness afflicts you, Eorzean fools? The Emperor but desires a means to shackle the icons and the destructive appetites. Why do you rail against your own salvation? It is not for man to wield such power. The primal energy your Emperor seeks to contain will be as kindling waiting for a spark. Forget not the White Raven, Legatus. Like thee, he presumed to wield the power of Alag, and invited the calamity in so doing. The star's fate is too important to be decided by any one man, a warmongering savage, the least of all. Have care, boy. You speak of my Emperor. But dying here in defense of his honor will not further his cause. He's leaving. Oh my god. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Well, well. I appear not to be dead. Ow! What happened? Cryel? Is that the echo? I may have cracked a rib, once or two, but I'll be fine, honestly. Our foes gave no quarter. Had Unukalai stood in his defense of thee, thou mayst be certain thy hurts will be far worse. I could do no less. Mistress Kyle is here at my behest, after all. Who is this guy? The secret of Alag is safe for the present, though this doubtful the Legatus will return to Garlemald till the prize he coveteth lieth in his grasp. Then we must redouble our efforts to protect this place. Krana will place additional seals upon the tumulith. Will they be of any use, though? Unukalai. I appreciated you staying at my side. Thank you. It was not. Oh, please, it was a good deal more than that, and you know it. Now let me help you. When a woman thanks you for saving her life, the customary response is you're welcome. You are welcome. Alright, come on, let's not embarrass the boy. More than he already is. Let's go. If he even is a boy, I don't know. I want to know what this guy is. Also, I thought we were about to fight another one of the Triad. Ah, Orianger. Are the new wards already in place? My colleagues yet toil upon their enchantments. I commented thee in secret that they might question thee outside their hearing. Question me? I would speak with the one who undid my subtlest magecraft, he who invited an Imperial Legatus into this facility, in hopes of engineering the man's demise at the hand of the Warrior of Light. I was right, wasn't I? You accuse me of masterminding this day's events? The plan may have been thy master's, but the deed was thine. Thou didst lure the Legatus of the 6th Legion into a trap from which he was not intending to emerge. It is plain to me now that thy seeming opportunism in proposing his elimination was feigned, and that his death was the object of thy plan from the first. And you have proof of this? Thine own words betray thee. Thou didst speak of the Empire's desire to claim the Genesis expression, the existence of which even the learned Mistress Kryl was ignorant. Whence then did the Legatus come by such definitive knowledge? And then there is the matter of mine unraveled ward. None save one possessed of another worldly gift could have so swiftly effected its dissolution. Know thee another blessed with such? Assuming these accusations have merit, what then? Full many times and oft doth the pursuit of truth lead men down darkened paths. I take no issue with thy purpose, but thy method I would call into question. In the Garlean Empire we have a common foe. As thou deigned to share thine intentions with Ascot or Mr. Kryl, 'tis like that we would have closed the trap with less risk of life, and more success. I sought to use the most dangerous secret of Alag as bait. Who among you would agree to such a reckless plan? None, and with good cause. Irrespective, thou wert remiss in thy duty to thy comrades. I note with some disappointment that in matters concerning the primals and those who would control them, the cold rationality upon which thou so pridest thyself is conspicuous by its absence. Know that the salvation of this star is an end too vast for any one of us to accomplish alone. Shouldst thou fail to trust in thy comrades, I foresee thy actions precipitating some terrible misfortune. Indeed. My sincerest apologies, Ascarid. Orianger is correct. It was I who orchestrated this encounter. I mean, I knew it. Would ask that you forgive Unukulai this transgression and keep mention of it from Mrs. Kryl. It would be pittish for one foolish decision to wither the budding camaraderie ere it had a chance to bloom. There you are, you rotten idler. When Y'shtola realized we were struggling with the wards alone, she was absolutely livid. Ah, never mind the warring triad. I have awoken Archon Y'shtola's impetuous wrath. In supplicant mood shall I return at once, and the return for mine indolence. Alright. Time to return to the Rising Stones. Oh my god, really? Huh. Interesting. Well, I mean, seems like we have to teleport another few times back and forth before we do the before we face the next boss. I'd never seen this questline before, by the way. Much like the Sky Pirate one. Although I think I started the Sky Pirate one last time I played, but they never really done the raids. I possess the gift of the Echo, though it is of nature different from yours. Oh, is it? I've used my gift for the same purpose, the salvation of the star, and nothing poses a greater threat to the world than the proliferation of primal harnessing technology. Okay. What I'm about to divulge concerns the fate of another star entirely. On this other world, a magic was devised that allowed the realm's champion to use the stone known as Aura Sight to contain the power of primals. Wait, isn't Aura Sight the one that we used to kill Ascians? So armed, these heroic souls conquered god after god, oblivious to the weapon's fatal imperfection, its propensity to bleed primal energies, and with each victory the heroes changed, transforming at last into fiends of endless appetite. Insatiable in their hunger for either, they ultimately went to war over the star's ever-dwindling life force, and fought until there was nothing left. This is Urianger so astutely observed. When I am faced with those who rush to embrace power unchecked, I lose all semblance of rationality. Is this another one of the worlds where the calamity actually destroyed the planet? Interesting. Do you think it's from another world? We must need to move forward with our plan. Another pillar of the warring triad must be toppled. The question is which has already been answered. Following our encounter, Y'shtola detected erratic etheric waveforms in the sector containing the icon Sophia, known simply as the Goddess. She's close to awakening. Let's go. Sophia is next. I think Sophia, by the way, is a very interesting name, because I don't remember where I read it. Is it in the Greek mythology or in some mythology before that? But Sophia was a word used for, like, I don't remember if it was knowledge or wisdom. Meaning of word. Sophia. Sophos, which translates to clever, skillful, intelligent, wise. They share Proto-Indo-European roots as a Latin verb. That means sapientia, you know, the knowledge. So yeah, I was pretty much right. Across the line. So yeah, it comes from even before Greece and Latin era. Anyway. So this was Sephiroth, right? Big guy, many arms. So this is going to be Sophia. One of them at least, I don't know which one. There's a big head here. A lot of tentacles. There's another lady here. With a ring around her. And many bones and tentacles and whatnot. We appear to be the first to arrive. Shall we await our colleagues? Yeah. In the meantime, I'm gonna open my my tanking guide. Could the Legion have returned? Asgard, Unukulai. What's happening? Trial? We're under attack. Ishtol and Urianger have engaged the foe not far from here. What? The Legion again? There it is, Sophia. I got it. Who the hell? The first Demiurge. Rarely is my shield thus tested. To seem the Allagans have not been lax in their recruitment. Who the hell is this guy? Very shiny dude. Second Demiurge. Think you so? I hope your arm merely withered whilst you lay idle. Let me guess that's the third one? The big guy? Still your tongues. We have stalled them long enough. That's an amazing outfit, by the way. With scales in hand, the goddess shall rise, and righteously cast off her cursed pall. The she, with wrathful Worm King at her side, might judge, and thence bring a balance unto all. Hear my words and despair, Allagans. Our goddess is awoken. Your civilization has birthed the instrument of its own undoing. They called us Allagan. Do they even realize Allagans have been dead for like centuries? Thousands of years. That's why that you are here, Asgard. I would like to know what your assailant was saying. You understood the words, did you not? Oh, you guys didn't? It was a Mercidian dialect, if mine ears do not deceive, the one which beareth scant resemblance to any spoken in recent times. As for our antagonist's meaning, I do gladly defer to those blessed with echo. Oh yeah, with the echo we can literally hear any language as our main language. The one with the shield seemed to think we were Allagans. The recitative was sounded like a verse of prophecy, then claimed that the goddess is awoken. Is that about right, Asgard? Yeah, about right. Might we assume that this deity of theirs is the very icon we've come to topple? Could be. From the tongue of words in their attire, it's like their antagonists were Mercidians, thralls of the goddess Sophia and victims of the Allagan incursion. If Asgard claimeth, they sought us agent of Allag. It's little wonder that they sought to bring us low. I mean, Allag or not, we are trying to stop Sophia, so... The warring tried to prove formidable enough. When we roused them with a fraction of the true strength, should Sophia break free at the peak of her power, Asgard and his friend wouldn't stand a chance. Well, I mean, you don't know that. Let's be about it then, Asgard Kryl. The three of you will make directly for Sophia's containment facility. Okay. I need to read about the strategy though, you know. It doesn't look there's a lot to the strategy though. Seems like a very tiny one. And the third one seems even smaller, honestly. You know, the first one had way more text. Mr. Skryl, do you perchance recall the words of the prophecy in its entirety? What was the Alag sign? There was a sign that specifically showed people were Alag. I think it's red eyes. All people of Allagan descent have red eyes. That may be one of the reasons why the kid is masking his face. He may be a descendant of the Alag. We met them before in the Crystal Tower. You didn't see them, but... Anyway, let's queue up for Sophia. Which is... which bay? This one. Okay, so the tactics are... Phase 1. Get out of the big AoE. Okay. Then there is another big AoE shaped like a donut with safe spots on her hitbox and far outside. Alright. Then Daughter. Head spawns on one end. Does a column attack to get out of the way. Kaza meteor-like drops run away. Okay, seems fairly easy. Then there's a phase 2. Okay. Which... okay, we fight the 3 people probably, the 3 thralls, because we have to kill the healer, which has a gaze attack to turn away, then the lancer, then the tank. Okay. He's got directional parries, so I need to attack him from the side, fairly easy. The healer, I'm guessing it was the lady, so it's gonna be easy to see. Then in the last phase, tethers show you how many weights on that side. More weights, that side is going down. So get on the side with fewer tethers. Oh boy. There's one. Add spawn one at a time. Same abilities as add phase. Okay. Mostly a game of don't fall off. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Dark and light circles match up with one opposite color. Okay. But I don't like it says it's a game of no falling off. I'm pretty bad at those games, you know. Anyways, it says 8 minutes, so let's cut that short by going to the pirates. Wait, somebody was smiling at me. I didn't realize. A player was smiling at me. And I teleported away. How rude. I didn't realize. I don't know why sometimes I forget I'm playing an MMO, you know? Even though I have to do like raids and party content, but I don't know. Do you think... silly question actually. Of course I'll be able to reach the dialogue. It will start the dialogue and then it's gonna find my group. Has to wait until I'm in the middle of the dialogue, you know? Okay. Ruins of which you could use the rest. And then, yeah, we went into the cutscene, and then I found the group last time, so... She was asking about the, her crew, right? Any survivors? Nope. Tell me, what drove you to risk exploring Old Mac? The compass sent you there, aye, but you were after the Void Ark. You knew something, didn't you? I found a book. We're looting these strange ruins in the Sea of Clouds, and one of the lads dug up a tome. It had passages that describe the Void Ark and a powerful relic called the Nullstone. Oh, you mean our Nullstone? A tome scribed by a Machi sorcerer, mayhap? Captain, would you happen to know the author of this work? The words are muddled by obscuring magics, and 1500 years have faded its pages. There's much that remains illegible, but what little my darling cutthroats and I could decipher suggested was written by a mage of exceptional status. Cassid Masters, probably. Oh, she's got the book. Wow, that's a big tome. See for yourself. If what the book says is true, the Ark is a source of immeasurable power. With a ship under my command and the mysteries of Mark in my possession, I had thought to crown myself the Queen of the Skies. And look how well that turned out. What manner of sky pirate, what manner of queen can't even keep her own crew alive? You know, you can join our crew now. You can have your redemption arc, Radlia, is it not? Would I be correct in assuming that you seek revenge against the Voidsent who slaughtered your comrades? Yo, calm down. Jesus Christ. Of course I want revenge. The hell-spawned shite gobbler killed my crew. If he were here right now, I'd gouge out his eyes and choke him to death with my bare bloody hands. Damn, Radlia. You are not alone in your desire to bring an end to these abominations, Captain. Will you not join us in our endeavor to secure peace for the skies? Will you not join the Talon's strength to ours? The Talon? There's no more Talons. I guess the few remaining at the base, but... You know, she lost the ship and everything. He's fine with it. What strength. The way things are right now, I doubt I could keep the peace in a monastery. This has not to do with personal grudges either. I just don't have the men. All my best fighters died in the ruins, and the dregs that are left are scars sharp enough to be called talons. Did you leave your spine back in them ruins, Radlia? You've had your wings clipped, and no mistake, but that's no reason to give up the life. I thought we'd rescued a sky pirate, not some cur that turns tail when our pack ain't there to bite for her. I know what you're trying to do, Red Bill, but I've lost my taste for glory. You can have the cursed book. Just be sure to make that bastard pay. Oh, damn. That's sad. She'll come back. Hey, Furball. How quickly do you think you can decipher that ratty old tome? I need you to figure out exactly how your relic works. Aye. You sent that one fiend squealing in fear, but that ain't enough. From what you told me, we'll need to aim for some of that obliteration if we're going to take on the Shadow Queen. God, those big eyes. The rest of you, put everything you've got into what you do best, be it the research or blade work. What we're doing is doing it just right, if you get my meaning. Sure. Round of nodding. I'll decorate my walls with voids and head if I have to. The skies should belong to no one. And they keep showing that painting of that lady, huh? Oh, tiny bat. No, bigger bat. Freaking Diabolos. Never mind. Not tiny bat. And that guy is back too, huh? The Nullstone hath fallen into mortal hands. 1,000 apologies, Lord Diabolos. I shall personally wring each and every one of the scrawny necks. The time for skulking in shadow hath ended. I am grown weary of these meddling vermin. The power of the Shadow Queen waxeth full. Soon, mine ardent desire shall pass from dream into dark reality. Is that the arc they landed? But yeah, the last bit is gonna be the final one. I think every raid has 3 different wings, made of 4 bosses each, so... Should see the finale of the story soon, TM. Ooh, double orchestrion. Asquith, KC just sent me out to find you. You've a proper knack for showing up at the right time, you know that? Anyway, Kate Sith cracked open that tome we got from Rarlia, and has been studying all the Nullstone secrets. He thinks he may be onto something important, not just concerning Diabolos or the Shadow Queen, but also the cat himself. Coming back to the Parrot, and we can all hear what he has to say together. Yeah, this is where we're gonna get interrupted. Or maybe not. I mean, it's been 11 minutes already, out of the 8 that we were supposed to wait. Okay, Captain. God, they look like a freaking... I don't even know what I look like. It's like a biker ceremonial jacket or something, I don't know. As I suspected, the stone was penned by a Machi sorcerer of superior standing, as well as detailing the methods by which the full power of the Nullstone might be unleashed. Its pages also contain a number of revelations concerning my master, High Void Mage Cessair. If these histories are to be trusted, then it seems that Cessair herself was responsible for summoning Diabolos. But I thought you said your master was opposed to supporting the war effort. Why would she be the one to call upon that bat-winged monster? Cessair only agreed to the ritual as a means to bring the conflict to an early resolution. From what I can glean from these passages, Diabolos was intended as a bluff, a threat that was never to be exercised. Because it was a tiny bat. But those arrogant imbeciles ignored my master's careful laid restrictions and elected to unleash the fiend upon Amdapor. It was when Cessair moved to protest this act that she was branded a traitor and imprisoned. Once they had contained the opposition, the Void Mages studied all manner of otherworldly arts at the taloned feet of their new pet. The most dangerous of which was the rite of summoning Skatach, the method of chaining her power. Yet, even after all they had perpetrated, these ambitious fools had the gall to come crawling to Cessair when the coming of the Great Flood was predicted. They begged her to take control of the Void Ark for the salvation of the Machi people. As you saw for yourself, however, the energies of the Shadow Queen broke loose and turned the vessel into a derelict nest of void scent. It seems obvious now that the arts taught by Diabolos were deliberately flawed. The only saving grace in all this madness was when that damnable fiend was sealed away by the White Mages of Amdapor. I shudder to think what would have happened had he been reunited with his queen. So now, 1500 years later, Diabolos is looking to finish what he started. I thought the bad-faced bastard was just some opportunistic underling, but it turns out he's the main villain behind this whole mess. Were Cessair alive today, she would accept responsibility for unleashing Diabolos upon the world. As the High Void Mage familiar, it is my duty to act in her stead. I have deciphered the secrets of the Nullstone, and with its undiluted power shall I erase Diabolos from existence. Heh, I like your spirit, puss, but try not to rush in too quickly, eh? Getting yourself killed won't do us, or your master, any good. Wait. No one's rushing in anywhere just yet. Or have you forgotten that we are still in the middle of scouting out the Fiend's lair? We've got the compass to go by, aye, but who knows what kind of place it'll lead us to, or how many demons will be lying in wait when we get there. We fly in with our eyes open, or risk getting slaughtered just like the Talons. Oh yes, speaking of which, the tome made mention of a potential location for... What the hell is happening? Oh my god. We are under attack. Oh Jesus, Captain! Lefford! Ouch! Behind! He's behind you! Curse you, fiend! Oh no. Oh, Diablo stole the Nullstone. That's no good. At last. At long last. This is far from over, demon. We're not allowed an abomination like the Shadow Queen to rule this world. And thou knowest not of ruling. It is might which decideth dominion. Believe what thou mayest, frail creature. Your playthings, your screams of denial shall amuse me as I send this rock and all upon it to shatter upon the ground below. Am I doing anything, or I'm just watching and dancing? Please tell me that's Rodlia. It is. gods, is that Rodlia? Where's she been hiding that ship? That's a big ship, isn't it? Holy hell, that's a big one. I would not tire my arm with the swatting of so many flies. The nullstone is mine, and there is yet much to be done. Well, I mean, now what? I mean, he took the nullstone. Can we even defeat them now? I kinda like her. Oh, well, that was perfect actually. Okay guys, let me see. Sophia. AoE, donut. Get out of the way, meteor. Then, ooh.
I leave the goddess in your capable hands. Just watch out for her worshippers.
Was that like a coffin? Yo. Hello. I mean, she does look like a goddess. Oh, that's that was scales. Oh my god. Okay, hello. What the hell am I looking at here? Alright. Is my dancing partner?
The unenlightened come.
Lagoon? That was Thunder 3. Okay, so that was safe inside of her. I should have been there. Oh my god.
Know you the full weight of death.
That's what do we do? Oh fuck, okay, I see.
To me, my faithful.
Okay. I guess I can. Oh my god. Oh, that. Ooh, I managed to dodge it anyway. That was pretty good. Did we kill all of them already? What the frick? That was quick.
Come forth, scales of revelation.
Okay, I don't understand what I have to do here, but...
I would know the weight of your souls.
Shit. Oh my god, ouch. I'm dead? I'm alive. I'm dead.
Can you bring equilibrium?
What the fuck?
I shall tip back the balance.
Oh my god, am I about to die? Please. I swear to God, if I...
Sin must be balanced with suffering.
God.
Daughter, be the bearer of my wisdom.
Oh no. What do we do? Okay. Ah. I don't understand if she likes this or not. You know? Sounds like she does. What do I know? What's happening? Shit. Woo-wee! It's over. I think we win. Nice. That wasn't too difficult. Even though, once again, I died somehow. I don't understand how I died, though. I started taking a lot of damage. I don't think... I don't think I did anything wrong there. I just took a lot of damage. I got 4 commendation. What the fuck? Hey guys, I see the goddess is no more. Well done! Once Skryl and Unukalai have rejoined us, we may safely depart. One thing yet puzzles me, however. How did Sophia's servants come to wake from their slumber? I believe we have the answer to that. Oh yeah? We discovered the remains of a Guardian soldier in an adjacent sector of the containment facility. It's likely the fool ventured too close to Sophia during the Empire's previous incursion and was enthralled for his troubles. So it's your fault. That's what you're saying, Unukalai. Another reminder, if anywhere needed, as the incalculable threat posed by these beings. The goddess would not even have been conscious when she claimed the man will. Yet his mistake granted her the means to release her servant, and would have resulted in her own liberation had we not been on hand to intervene. I do much wonder that the Icon Spawn was capable of so effectively manipulating the facility containment systems. How came he by such rarefied knowledge? That too is easily explained. During our investigation, Krell discovered a subtle flaw in one of the mechanisms which held the goddess in check, a flaw which had plainly been added intentionally. Upon examining the facility records of the period, we were able to piece together the story. It was a time towards the end of the Third Astral Era, when the people of Mera Sidia faced extinction at the hand of the Allagan Empire. Sophia, a being of incomparable cunning, was said to have communicated certain plans to her servants through the medium of a trusted oracle. Following the oracle's instruction, they duly conspired with a rebel faction with the Allag, who we believe agreed to tamper with the prison intended for Sophia, and then the goddess and her thralls chanced to be captured, though we suspect that this had always been their plan. Indeed, the prison was situated at the heart of Allag, and we think they intended to attack the city from within. They would merely have to wait for rebels to exploit the weakness in their confines. But the conspirators dealing with the Meracidians were exposed before they could enact a plot, and were summarily executed. It seems that the flaw itself remained undiscovered, however, and might have remained so until the end of days had it not been for the actions of the Archbishop, and subsequently the Guardians. Oh, so it's the Archbishop's fault. I cannot help but wonder what might have come to pass at this scheme being successful. Perhaps the answer lies in the prophecy. Krile hath the right of it. It was made deciphered thus: the cursed Paul speaketh of Sophia's prison, from which he was supposed to emerge at the great hours. The Worm King, meanwhile, can be none other than the great Bahamut itself. Then yet a prisoner, whom the goddess did intend to unleash upon Alag. Okay. The tale teaches us that even the greatest of man's creation may yet be brought low by a single act of treachery. The Alagans were fooled to place their trust in technological bondage. To shackle such beings is but to delay the inevitable. Alright. The threat posed by this facility is far greater than you imagine, Urianger. And one not limited by the icons themselves. Sophia's remaining servants must be put down. Warning. Deactivating stasis chamber support system will result in subject termination. Enter identification code to continue. How does he know the identification code? Unless it's of Ilagan descent. So he's terminating all the other people in prison, like the thralls, I'm guessing. Identification code accepted. Subject terminated. Damn, that was cold. Holy shit. Oh wait, that lady is the one that nodded to me earlier. She did it again. She did it again. I didn't realize until I teleported away. Oh my god, I'm bad at this game. I'm bad at the MMO part of this game. You know? I played it as a single player game. I mean, the other people in the raid might as well be some AI bot players, you know? I've seen a bot simulating an MMO chat. It was actually extremely accurate, you know? Is aught amiss, Warrior of Light? Archon Y'shtola mentioned there was a matter she wished to discuss. Oh yeah? I would settle an account with our young friend. While conducting a final sweep of Sophia's containment facility, we discovered that all her remaining thralls had perished in the stasis chambers. That's what you're doing? Aye, it was. I chose to act upon the knowledge revealed within the tombstones we recovered. The true purpose of this prison is far more horrifying than we first assumed. The Alagans were not simply observing the icons and siphoning away their energies. They were conducting experiments in preparation for a far more ambitious project. If you'll recall, both the Fiend and the Goddess were imprisoned within a massive spherical structures. These spheres were the prototypes which paved the way for successful construction of an artificial celestial body. Would they intend to make like... You speak of Dalamund. Aye, the icons caged here are unmistakably of the same design as the Red Moon. To be plain, the research facility contains the seed of 3 calamities, which might feasibly be visited upon a chosen target. Eliminating one of them necessitated the destruction of the goddess' slumbering thrall, a distasteful task unbefitting one such as the Warrior of Light. Thus did I resolve to perform the deed myself. You have made your case, and it is apparent that we were not in full possession of the facts. Nevertheless, the notion of what may or may not be expected of Ascaret is presumptuous in the extreme. When the Warrior of Light chose to join the Scions, he did so in... I'm here, by the way, I can speak for myself, maybe. He did so in the knowledge that he would be required to face and destroy not only the Primals, but also the fanatical servants. That which you term a distasteful task is an essential part of our calling, a burden which every Scion is sworn to shoulder. I see. To see I misjudge the depth of your resolve. No matter, assuming I have made myself understood, we need not speak of it again. There is, however, one other subject which merits discussion. You determined that Sophia's thralls were awoken by a Garlean soldier who had somehow gained access to the containment area, did you not? If that is the case, it seems highly doubtful that the interloper wandered into such a dangerous part of the facility by chance. Dissidents within the Empire claim that the 6th Legion is rife with agents under orders that thwarts the Legatus mission by any means necessary. Lest you imagine that we have allies in Garlemald, I should clarify that their motive is wholly uncharitable. Regular von Hydrus rose to the top of the Garlean military on merit alone and is fiercely loyal to the Emperor for recognizing this effort. His compeers, by contrast, rose through the favor of the established order and would accordingly do anything to see him fail. That they would be so reckless. You truly believe that the actions of these agents contributed to the recent crisis? Aye, and that they pose no less a risk to the realm than those loyal to the Emperor. Plainly, we must need continue to do all in our power to prevent the technologies from falling in the hands of men. Alright. These quests are getting me a lot of money, by the way. Okay, so that's Sophia Extreme mode. Thank you very much. I will unlock that next time I'm gonna be around there. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, these primals, the hard mode seems very easy, you know, even though I died, but the extreme ones should be terrifying. Greetings, Warriors of Light. One pillar warring tribe remains, Zuvran the Demon. According to the histories I've uncovered, this monstrous being was worshipped by a race of Mercidian's beastmen. These creatures are the key to maintaining Zuvran's manifestation, and we can be sure that the many such thralls will be imprisoned somewhere within the research facility. It is imperative that we determine their exact location as swiftly as possible. We did not risk repeating the near disaster we suffered at the hands of Sophia's servant. As such, your fellow Scions have already begun an exhaustive search. There are several sectors which only you, Kral, and I can enter without fear of enthrallment. Okay. Fair enough, I mean... The others don't have the power of the Echo, so they may fall under the influence of the Primal if they get too close. Such is the unfortunate state of affairs with Primals, you know. Only the ones with the Echo. What the fuck? That scared the living shit out of me. Bloody elephant. I was definitely not expecting a freaking elephant. Okay, guys, I'm gonna do one thing, okay? I'm gonna try to go back to the chamber and see if that person smiles at me again. Maybe wave, you know. Alright, so this would be... She's still there. Okay, that quest is complete. So now we do have access to guessing Container Bay P1 T6 Extreme. That is Sophia. She is not reacting anymore. So I'm just leaving now. Wait, what? Where do I have to go? Hello? What the hell is it? Oh, bloody hell, how did I miss this? It was right there. The facility has been swarmed by Imperial troops. Regular one Hydra stretch forth in the sand to seize the forbidden fruit. Okay. Your meddlesome wards were destroyed from within by the pulsating energies of an icon. Who's that? Oh, there he is again. Put your weapons and listen. The followers of Zuran have awakened, and they told to rouse the master. So that the thralls of Sophia also freed the thralls of the other guy. The cage doors are open. My soldiers are inside, risking their lives and their sanity. They volunteer to face death to prevent Zuvan's servant from waking. So, like, what? We're allying now? You cannot hope to succeed. The Icon will enslave their minds. Let's seek out those with the power to resist his influence. Aid us, and mayhap my men will not perish in vain. Are you kidding me? Are we helping this guy now? An alliance? With the guy with the fake name? Are you kidding me? Twice have you bested me in combat, will you now lend me that strength and stand against our mutual foe? It was in opposing your reckless scheme that the Izael was lost to us. You expect us to simply forgive and forget all that has come before? I mean, fair enough. Fuck you. I expect you to put aside your emotions and use your better judgment. But of course I'm dealing with savages. What the fuck? You also lost comrades dear to us. Yeah. The offer has been made to the Warrior of Light. So I should decide now, huh? They never asked for my opinion. I cannot fight alongside the Empire. Fuck these guys. Not after what happened to Izael. I will go. I cannot match Asker's strength. I am immune to primal influence. I may prove of some use. I shall go as well then. Oh, fuck it then, I'll go too. What the fuck, am I gonna be the only idiot that stays behind? God damn it. Fine. We'll go, I guess. Jesus. Make me feel like a freaking... Alright. Oh my god. What just happened? Unbelievable, he's in my team. Well, he's a gunbreaker. He can beat the tank. The demon stirs. Like a sucking babe, he feedeth upon the ether siphoned unto him by his thralls. That we destroy those devices. Sure. Look at those beastmen though. Oh my god. They're like centaur reptilians. And they're getting mind controlled. They have turned against one another. Yep. The three of us then. Alright. The four mechanism by my count. If I can avoid the Archon's miasma, my blade will make short work of the last one. All of us have pledged our lives to keep your lives. I would rather you tend to my fallen. Some may yet survive with their minds intact. You think? Yeah, some of them. Fine, whatever. I am no champion. The battlefield is no place for uncertainty, boy. Fate has blessed you with a unique talent and an occasion to use it. Do not waste such a gift. We strike. Alright. Goodness, that's gonna be a very cool boss. Damn. So, are you capable of doing this? God, Zuvran is... Oh god. Yo, he shot the gunblade. Whoopsie daisy though. And he's dead. He slumbers once more. Does he really though? You saved me. Why? I told you, boy. Yours is a gift too precious to waste. A gift the Emperor may one day have need of in this war upon these untamable icons. Emperor Varys, he raised me up from the ranks, stood against my detractors. I gladly give my life in his service. You must finish this. Slay these leeches upon our star. Kill them all. Kill Zurvan. Oh my goodness. We must need withdraw and prepare for our assault at the cost of his very life. The legatus has prized open a window of opportunity. I don't like that there's, you know, light coming out from the wound. Is it gonna be raised in the next fight? He's dead. Had I only been stronger. Enough of that. There'll be time for regrets after we rid the world of Zurvan. We must act swiftly if regular death is to have meaning. Survivor speaks of an army of Thrall losing the facility, but we must assume that these followers continue their efforts to awaken the icon. Let us concentrate upon diverting them from the task. Kral and Unukalai, prithee secure the controls of Zurvan's shackles and limit the restoration of his might. Hakon Yrshtol and I forge ahead and strike down those Thralls. And of course I have to kill it. Yeah. Okay, let me see the strategy guide for this. Although it's kind of late, unless we get the group immediately. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do it tonight. But honestly, the strategy, there's even less strategy for this one than there was for Sophia. Like literally, phase 1, do not stand on the glowing platform. That's it. That's all. Phase 2, kill the casters first. That's all. Phase 3, match your color to the circle. And stack when the marker says to stack. That's it. That's all there is for this boss. So, sounds fairly easy to me, honestly. Having said that, I will probably die anyway, as I died like an idiot against every single one of these. In the meantime, let's go back to the other one, shall we? See, I'm thinking here, I would like to finish this quest and the Sky Pirate one, but I'm pretty sure it's not gonna take a full stream, so I'm considering if I should stop now. Because, you know, I guess if I'm going to go into Stormblood, right? And I'm going to do that off camera from the time being. At least until I catch up with, you know, the part I already played on stream last time. So it's going to be quite a few days until I get back to Final Fantasy on stream. But I really wanted to finish the Sky Pirate one and this one. And maybe do Alexander as well. So what I'm thinking here, maybe, you know, if I finish a game early, one of these days, I could just get into Final Fantasy and do the remaining quests. There's not much, honestly. There's like only the final containment bay, so the demon Zurvan for the side. Sorry, for the primal quest, and I think it's only the final wing of the raid for the Sky Pirates, so not that much left. But I have classes tomorrow, so I can't go overtime. In fact, I should probably leave. Well, ain't a lucky sword. 2 demons in one day. Found some new dogs to lick your boots, Radlia. Is there any way to welcome me back to the life? You needed allies, and persuading a reluctant fellows to join in common purpose is a feat only a woman of my charming beauty could accomplish. And besides, you look too injured to be of much use to anyone. You'd best take to your bed, old man, and let me and your champion take care of the Void Scent. What? So you can tuck tail and run again at the first sign of trouble. You'd not even be standing there if it weren't for me. And even with me arm busted up, I'm still twice the pirate you are. Nay, I think you should stay behind this time, Lefford. We must pursue Diabolos without you. Time is of the essence, and we cannot afford to wait for you to heal. We must take advantage of Captain Radley's reinforcements and proceed with all haste. Did the demon drop you on your head for a ball? Without me to run things, you just end up getting in Asgard's way. And no one's making haste until anywhere until we know what we're flying into. Again, Captain Radlia may hold the answer to that dilemma. I suspect that the island where she uncovered the Machi Tome is the very location where Diabolos has chosen to lair. This floating marvel I speak of is not a natural occurrence. It was constructed as a haven for refugees of the flood. The tome makes very clear reference to the island's purpose and describes in detail the voids and sorcery employed in its creation. As the Void Ark never arrived at its destination, however, the island remained uninhabited. I can imagine no more suitable hideaway for a scheming fiend. Even better, Diabolos will not expect us to suddenly arrive on his secluded doorstep. The Talon's fleet will carve us a path through the lesser fiends, and we shall strike swiftly into the heart of the confusion and seize the Nullstone. Once the relic is secured, I will use its power to obliterate the devilish foe. As a sky pirate, surely you understand how such an assault relies on speed and surprise. We cannot have a wounded companion slow us down, and potentially doom the entire enterprise. Damn, that was, So you think you're in charge now, do you, puss? Poor broken Lephers, just some dead weight you need to cut away. You know what? I've had a belly full of your meowing in any case. Go on, fly off without me, and see how far you get with your thrice-damned enterprise. Captain Radlia? Compare the direction indicated by the ecto compass, or your navigational records, if you please. I think we'll find the coordinates coincide with the islands in question. Certainly, and feel free to board our flagship when you're set to depart. My darling's large enough to accommodate your adventurer and his fellows with rooms to spare. Dune Scathe, now accessible. That's the last bit. Man, if I had a little bit more time, I could do everything today. I believe that may be the last. Yeah, that's the last wing. Let me see the strategy, because that's going to be a tough one, I believe. Oh my god, that's so much. And that's a real bad start, as always. First boss? Why yes, you can be knocked off. Yes, very good. Kill ads, randomly doom on people, healer cleanse it. Pizza slice AoE, sending save spots. Mark plus circle, poops at the whirlwind, drop it away from the raid. It spawns a black circle in the center that sucks you in a set distance 2 times. Run out, if you're still in when the cast is finished, you die. Oh, good. You can run all the way to the end of the arena, you won't be sucked into the middle. You can also stay in until the second pull, and then run out. Okay. Then arrow 3, after the whirlwinds, he drops a big whirlwind in the center. Then he does a circle punt incoming beyond the center line of the platform when the cast finishes. Bolt of Darkness, shoot perpendicular across the ship. Across the ship? Are we fighting on the ship? Right after arrow 3, supposed to get to the open side of arrow to avoid darkness. Then it does Blizzard 4 in 2 parts. First, pulsing drop zone markers. Get away from those. Second, the boss switches side and does a crosswind that will knock you off. You have to stuck in front of the icebox or to avoid falling. Oh my god. The first Blizzard will have 2 ice blocks, usually near the middle. The second will have 1 ice block on one side. Move as fast as possible. When a platform block starts to pulse, get out, it's gonna explode. There is an enrage. If all platforms fills, they explode together and kill everyone. And that's the first boss. Okay. Second boss has a lot of his moves from Andapur Heart. Drop spinning axes. Oh my god, I hate that boss. It's a mummy, isn't it? That was such a freaking shitty boss. Very confusing fight. Player debuff. Fire or water. Circles that are red or blue. Flip the colors by walking over them to the opposite from your debuff. Best assign 1-2 people to handle circles, else chaos with everyone helping. When he summons a ring of Atomos, they spit out ads. That's a DPS check. Avoid gazes and AoEs. When he summons Atomos around the edges, 1-2 orbs at the center. Look at the orbs. They have 2 interlocking rings. A donut AoE that's yellow and a solid blue. Jump into 2 of the Atomos, who spit them to the other 2 Atomos by color, who then do the appropriate AoE. What the hell is he talking about? Preposition based on the orbs, either under the secondary Atomos for donut or out of the circle. Later you will have only 1 donut and 1 circle, or 2 of each. It's a stacking mechanic as well, and a growing circle that explodes. Okay. Third boss, save the limit break 3 for the healers just in case everybody dies. That's a good start. She does a lot of fast AoEs, you won't make it out. Prepositioning is important. I have to get behind the wings of the scarf, or directly in front. She shoots out an hourglass shaped haircut. Shade thrust. Turns to look at a player. It does an unmarked frontal column in their direction. Oh my god. Unmarked? When she jumps far to a player, do not follow. There's a giant AoE coming. When shadows gather on the floor, Las Pols stop moving until the floor returns to normal. She spams this a lot at the end. You can actually still attack, just can't move your feet. There's an ad phase with a lot of ads. Okay. Jesus. Limbs. Limbs? The limbs will tether to a player. You have to look at the hand to make it stop, while everyone else kills it. Oh my god. Meteor circles, same as the World of Darkness. 1 person minimum in each. Then lasers. Scythe run through the zone. Okay. Mark over your head, similar to the chasing laser from World of Darkness final boss. Run away. The drop circle is massive. It does not matter that she's sub 5%. Continue doing all mechanics until she's really, really dead. I like how he had to, let's say that. And then there's a final boss in 2 phases. Be either in melee or in max range. Turn away from Nightmare. Kill the doors before they summon ads. There is a big door that I have to kill multiple times and then kill any small door that appear. Okay. Phase 2. Combines moves from both. He has a shield around him at first. Break it to do damage. Does crit damage to main tank. He spams the move where she turns it to someone and shoots an unmarked column. Oh my god, okay. Wait, what do you mean? Combine the moves from... Oh, you're fighting 2 bosses at the same time. The one from phase 3 and the one from phase 4. Oh, okay. So she does the head cannon, marker over the head, big drops run away from people, large meteor in the center, kill the doors again. There's a gate, it's called Diabolical Gate. People have to go in and kill the ad inside. There's a stack marker plus an eye. Stack with the market person but turn away from them. or let them run off and let them die. That's also an option. Wow. Nightmare now does Doom. You have to cleanse it. Shadows again. Don't move. Thanks for range can pop the little spheres away from the group. Earth Shakers. 3 people are tethered. The boss shoots an unmarked column AoE at them. Don't be between the people and the boss. He spams this. Oh, great. At the end, it gets a buff that increases his damage, but also increases the damage that you do to him. Stay alive while he slowly dies. Okay. Well, that seems it's like a complicated raid. Anyway, it's late, guys. I'm not finding group. There's only one person, which is me, doing it right now. So I am going to withdraw and call it a day for now. I'll come back. We have a little bit of time, I guess. I don't know, when I finish Doom, or I will start alternating Doom to another game. So, you know, I will finish one of them, and then if I have some time, if I finish early, we're gonna log into Final Fantasy and see if we can do the raids and the trials, okay? But that's all for tonight, so thank you very much for watching. I will probably be back tomorrow with either Doom or something new, who knows, we'll see. But yeah, thanks, and have a good day, have a good night. Bye guys.